So, if you're thinking about buying land, then let's chat about all of the things that you should think about and that you should look into before you take that on. So, one of the first things that I would recommend that you do is go to the FEMA website, and they have a map tool there. And you go to that map viewer, you type in the address of the property that you're looking for. If you don't know the address of the property that you're looking at, then type in one that you know nearby, and you go to that site and it will show you the flood zone around that property or possibly on that property. Now, sometimes if you buy a property, that may not be a big deal to you, but other times it might be a very big deal to you. If you're planning to build a house, that's something you definitely need to know. And it's probably going to cost you a lot more money in insurance if you do build a house, and you might not even be able to do it and get a loan on that. So that is really important to look into. Another thing that you might want to consider is the road frontage. There are certain properties that come along where the road frontage might not be big enough to get a driveway plus have the road frontage of whatever that area might require. So you want to make sure that you can actually get to your property. Another thing to consider is utilities. Is there power available? Is it across the street? Because if it's across the street, you probably need to get in touch with the provider and see what would it actually cost to get it on your side of the street. Water. Sometimes water is said to be available, but it could be very expensive to get it. And sometimes it's not available. And you might have to put in a well, which could cost, I don't know, $20,000 to $30,000 the last time I heard. So there are a lot of things to consider when you're looking into buying just raw land. How large is it? Is it large enough that you can put a septic system on it? You really need to know that. So you need to have a septic person look at that for you. Another thing that you might consider doing is go to the Texas Railroad Commission website. They regulate the pipelines, gas lines, the production of all of those things, the minerals. And so what you will find on the Texas Railroad Commission website is you can, again, type in the address that you're looking at, and it's going to bring up oil wells and pipelines in the area and all of the things that you might want to know. What is around me? Mineral rights is a whole other topic, but if you potentially don't have surface rights and you have something on your property that you're going to buy, like an oil well or gas line, you may need to know, like, I need to negotiate who's going to have ingress and egress to this property. So there's a lot of information that you probably need to look into when you are considering buying land, and these are just a few of them. I hope they help.